Well, it's Monday and that means it's recycling time. Cardboard there. Well, new week begins with LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, the final push towards completion hopefully, because based on what the TA statistics said, we spent 84 hours on the game, including the DLC content. That's a long time to spend on one game, regardless of the fact that it's over so many years. Well, as you can see, 100% completion, however, there's still one unlock left to go. And you look at this statistics for this game, it's just mad how much you have to do. I can't even pronounce the number of studs I've got up there. 28 billion, I think. 260 mini kits, 279 characters. The pink bricks, only 10. Gold bricks is a surprise because on Lego City Undercover you have to get 400 out, and you're only going to get 279 on this one, so that's a bit lower. But there's 36 levels, including the DLC. There's 56 Stan Lees and 14 golden statues. So for the final thing, you have to go and visit what's called the 100% stud fountain, which hopefully is in here. Okay, slight detour. That's one of the problems with playing and filming at the same time, one-handed. Went in the wrong door. I'm assuming this is it. There we go! It's a diamond! Enough said! 200 gamer score for witnessing the 100% Lego stud fountain. It hasn't popped in the bottom corner, but that's because there's a little bit of delay with this console at the moment. But there we go, nice work, all the achievements unlocked in this game. 75 out of 75. Oh, there we go. Bit of a delay and it worked, so nice work. Lego Marvel Superhero 2 is finally completed. I don't know how many hours I've spent on it, probably close to 90. Well, played it last year on the 1, around the time that we were doing the FA Cup heroics, and now playing Superland again on Windows 10. Whether it'll be as easy to do as on the Xbox, we don't know, but we are using the controller, so we'll see how this one goes. Well, bit of a scorcher today weather-wise, but for the first time in just under a fortnight, we got a weight record. It's one that's 13 higher than the last one, and that's because when we did that, it was 113s across the board. Up to 114s, bar 1, because obviously we're trying to improve by 1 per day, because I don't want to push myself too far and then end up getting less than the day before. Steady progress. So the record is 1738. Which, like I say, is 13 higher than the one set last couple of weeks ago. Because it is the 31st of March, it's the monthly total, which 37,864 beats January and February by some distance, but also beats the best month record set in December of 35,681. So it's the best month overall. Another week, another TV based game. Obviously this will end soon and we'll have to move to our league. But it's a virtual one officially, because we would have been at this one had it been at Wigan, a Wigan home game in normal situations, but it's what it is for now. It's going to St Helens. 4-3-5 overall, 3-9-2 for Wigan. It's the 20th against Wakefield. You join an elite group of teams in the 20 plus. 14 wins, 5 losses, 3 wins in a row. Obviously Wakefield is memorable for bad reasons over the years, with a trip up where we lost 62-0 a long time ago, but a home which has been pretty close in recent years. 11 out of 12 wins for Wigan at home. Obviously it's home at St Helens tonight. Third time Wigan have been the home team at St Helens, which is 2 last year, 1 this year. Looking for the 195th home win, which is not too bad if it comes. That's the third sport and attendance for the year as we enter April. We're done to be on possibly 30 plus by now, and we're on 3. Just shows you how this year has changed. So half time at Totally Wicked, Wakefield 6, Wigan 6. a lot better than this time last week in terms of part of the game. We were 18-8 down at that time, but still the mistakes are there in the back line. But we'll see what happens second half in what is the Masai round 2. Well, there you go, full time, and just like last week, it was the second half where Wigan came out and took control. From last week, it was 18-8 to win 2018, and from 6-0 half time today, they won 34-6. So you may have a lot of backline members sitting at home watching this, but against Wakefield at least, it didn't seem to be a problem. We can now move on to something that would have been a dream to do next week, but it'll be viewed on TV. That's York away in the cup. It'd have been a lovely stadium to visit. But it's a virtual 10 and all the same. And possibly by the time that swings around next Friday, we'll have more news about the physical return to sport. But as you can see, Wigan 34, Wakefield 6. And it's another 125 in the betting bank. All good. Well, this is a nice surprise to add to the gaming for the week. The food run. It's one that initially was completed back in September 2017, but in checking me True Achievements dashboard earlier on, after reaching 270 completions with Lego Marvel earlier in the week, we were on 269, so a bit of a trek through me completions to find ones that maybe had 90 or 80% on them with something new added, and spotted this. Oh my god, I've completed that, and it looks like Battenberg software, as you can see there. We've added a new DLC content which is come out on April the 1st. There's no April Fool about this, so we're going to try and recomplete the game with the help of a brilliant guide by Draggy Knight. I hope I've said that right if you've seen this. But yeah, we're back on the food run, so it's another Windows game. Well, end of a week. It's not a record I've saw today. It came up 1627, but you see the number in the bottom there, 8322. It means that this 5-day week is the most successful ever. Dating all the way back to the start of February, I think, actually. Yeah, February, yeah. The weekend of the 8th to the 12th of February, where we got 8,309. Just double checking there, because there is the first week of March. So yeah, best week for nearly 2 months. Well, thanks to the guy Tim's Wagon Night, who we watched do some of it last night, and a lot of other contributors. Food run is completed for the second time. Obviously the DLC was a bit of a shock, but like I say, it's all done. It's ticked off, so back to 270 completions. Well, unless something else decides to drop a DLC on us, but all good. Well, you can see Garfield Car Furious Racing. I'm not sure whether I covered this game last year, whether this was played before I started doing the games on this. The reason why is because it's TA's latest challenge called the Crab Challenge, the Crazy Random Achievement Bash, and this is one of them to get the first spoiler on. So it's like most TA challenges, like the Warboat and the Hangman, it's a reason to go on games that I wouldn't have otherwise played tonight. There's a few involved in it from recent challenges, the cards, the halos, etc. But basically to get 15 out of a possible 30 random achievements that it picks. Obviously you can skew it a bit by picking certain games you don't want used, but Garfield Racing is what we're on for this one. So, next on the gaming for the week, something that, just like with the Warboats challenge, there will be a lot of different games featured this weekend, next week, probably even the week after as well. It's Shred, which is sort of like a snowboarding type game, but because it's more of a first person one, you know, there's more than just left and right, you've got to do a few tricks as well. But it's to try and get an unlock for completing the checkpoint challenge as part of the CA RAB, as in the Crab Challenge. And as you can see, as we do this, Time Traveller Cosmo is done. So that's 2 out of the possible 30, we need 15 for the badge. Another game for the week is 3-on-3 freestyle. One that was used in the Warboat challenge, one that was used with great difficulty in the Warboat one. This time around, it's a little easier. We've got to get 10 wins on the one-on-one mode. Already had 4 before I came on tonight. So it's another one that we wouldn't have gone on originally, you know, wouldn't have played on it this weekend without the challenge. So it's one of the boosts it does have. So, gaming wise, the week closes with a Neo Geo Metal Slug 2. Neo Geo is one that we've used in the past, get to points type 1. This one was a little difficult because it's to get 1.5 million on the original version of the game, as you can see, it's flashing on the right there. The problem was, I did that and nothing happened. And then when I went into the settings I realised there's a certain thing they have to do on Neo Geo where you have to be on the level of a certain difficulty. So then 2 hours of 1.5 million was pointless. So we did it again. It took a similar amount of time because we knew the levels and what to do. But it's done. So the crab challenge, we've now done 4 out of the 15 we want to get the badge and out to a possible 30. Good way to end the week with another one ticked off.